Colman Domingo joins us now from Austin, Texas. Colman, let me tell you, this performance, it is, get ready for all the accolades and all the nominations. It is brilliant. How do you feel now
Thank
that the
you.
film is complete and it's here?
First of all, thank you so much. It's so nice to be here with you. And we have been gestating on this film for so long. We created it together in 2018, I believe, and we all went on this wild, car trip with each other, telling Asia's incredible story, and then using some theatrical license to tell this incredible story about some really dark things that are also really wildly funny. So I don't know. We've been waiting to get it out there, and it feels like a perfect film to get out right now as everybody goes back into the theaters. Who doesn't want a wild madcap weekend to Tampa, Florida? I know I possibly want one, but it's in a car filled with people that where you're like, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, I was about to say, Colman, I don't want to be in that car on that trip, but watching it was absolutely incredible. I mean, you are one of the most talented creators of content in the business right now, not just an actor, as we said, a writer. When you started to read those tweets from Asia and then this phenomenon and others like Ava DuVernay and folks started talking about it, I mean, what did you think? You create content all the time, and this is on a social media feed that she captured everyone's attention.
I thought it was one of the dopest things in the world. I think that we should start relating people who can put things into 140 characters the way Asia has done. She's the likes of Homer or Shakespeare, to be very honest, of our modern times. She's using the medium that we have now to tell story. And each time she accelerated the story, she knew how to build it and have action and detail and drama, and it captivated everyone. That's why it makes sense that it turned into incredible IP to be developed into a film.
To your point, I mean, it is a collision of real events and storytelling in this creative fashion. Your character, X, as you talk about the sinister dark side of this, is a sex trafficker at the end of the day, an intimidating figure in her life and in the life of the woman that she met. But we know, and you know, this is happening every single day and was a part of Asia's real story.
Absolutely.
What was it like for you to process this character who obviously we all leave despising?
You know what I thought? I think that when Janixa Bravo made this offer to me, I actually questioned why she did, because the recent thing she saw me doing was being sort of very loving men to young women. And I think that there's something about her that needed sort of that as well, to know that I would come with that level of care, no matter how I was going to create the character. Because I created the character based on a real guy, but I wanted to give it some dramatic license. So I read, books about, pimp culture and the psychology of it and videos and you name it. Went down the rabbit hole. And I really thought, I have to figure out and strike this balance to create a character that I actually have to love. So for me, who I'm such a staunch feminist, it was a great exercise for me to look into the soul of someone who could do that to women. And then to look at, what does he want? So once I found out, he was of Nigerian descent and he was just in America, I made choices as an actor, like you do with any character, and just said, okay, this is the agency he has in the world. It's not loving, kind, and wonderful, but this is his access. He may not have his papers, he may not whatever, but he's trying to get the American dream like everyone else. Wow. And so I couldn't judge the character. I just had to be in the character and look at it from his perspective. Because when you look at it from his perspective, I believe he thinks everyone else is the villain.
Listen, I have to watch it again now. The way you just described X, I need to watch it again. I know you're busy and you've got all of these different projects coming up, but I have to ask you, because I believe I tweeted about it the night you walked out in the pink Versace suit in 2020. My friend Billy Porter wept at that greatness. Tell me the story, because I've been waiting to hear it.
Tamron, let me tell you something. I went to Wayman and Micah's office. They're my stylists, and they're phenomenal. They dress Regina King and you name it. So I go there, and they say, Versace wanted to dress you for the evening. And at first, I fell on the floor. And then once I got back up, I saw the 8 suits they had laid out for me. And I tried each one on. I had a black one that I wore when I hosted the Oscars After Dark. I wore that, and then went all the way down the line till we got to the pink. Now, everything else was black or white. We got to the pink and we were all just looking like, should we do that? And I tried it on, and the tailor, who was, an older woman, Latina woman, she clutches her chest and she goes, "Oh, you have to wear that. It's so beautiful." She had tears in her eyes. She says, "People have been stuck inside for a year. They need inspiration. They need love. They need to use their imagination. You have to do it. You have to do it for us." And I looked at her with that look on her face and I said, "This has to be worn on the red carpet."
Listen,
and that's the intention behind it. Yeah.
She was right. And
Thank
you were
you.
spot on. Congratulations on everything. It is so great to finally have this film, this much anticipated film, here to watch. Thank you so much, Colman.
Thank you, Tamron.